Good evening. I am Jim Zumwalt, U.S. Ambassador to Senegal, and I want to congratulate you on your reunion this 4th of July. 40 years is a long time. Since 1975, Senegal has changed in many ways, but in others it has changed very little. If you have not been back to visit since your Peace Corps service, you might be surprised to learn that the population of Dakar has grown from around 400,000 to over 3 million today. Traffic is quite a challenge, and although there's a brand new toll road leading from the peninsula to a new airport, which is due to open in the next year or so, the country's population has nearly tripled in the last 40 years as well, and now it exceeds 14 million people. The Peace Corps program in Senegal today is one of the largest in the world. More than 240 volunteers work across Senegal in the agriculture, agroforestry, health, and community economic development sectors. One innovation since your time is the work zone model, which clusters volunteers geographically, and sites are selected and developed by the volunteers themselves. The work zone model inspires collaboration so that each sector's specialized skill set is present to serve communities. On May 8, I swore in 60 new health and economic development volunteers. They were enthusiastic and eager to begin their service. Senegal has served as the country of service for over 3,000 volunteers since the program began here in 1963. All of the agencies of the U.S. mission to Senegal are working on the country's biggest challenges. We commend Senegal for its 3 democratic and peaceful presidential transitions. The country is at peace, even as its neighbors face the threat of extremist violence. You should feel some pride in the efforts of Peace Corps volunteers such as yourselves for your contributions to this positive political climate in Senegal. But many tough development challenges remain. Nearly 44% of the country's population is under 15 years of age, and the schooling rate is under 50%. This means a generation of young people will enter their most productive years poorly equipped to seek employment and manage the country's affairs. The literacy rate stands at 39%, and for women and girls it is only 29%. We have made great progress in controlling communicable diseases like malaria, but economic growth has barely kept pace with population growth. Our current Peace Corps volunteers are working every day to face these challenges head-on at the village level, just as you did when you were volunteers 4 decades ago. I was pleased to learn that many of you in your group went on to distinguished careers in the Foreign Service and other overseas development and diplomacy work. Inspiring the American people to engagement in international affairs is one of the key goals of the Peace Corps, and you are proof that the program works. I hope that young Americans continue to volunteer for this fine program as they have done for so many years. As Peace Corps Senegal's motto says, "Lu yag dugla," that which endures is true. Have a great reunion and come back and visit one of these days.